Alright guys, my Ethereum position is currently up here, $600,000. My Bitcoin position, $160,000. And this thing continues to move to the upside. I'm going to tell you guys here what is going to be happening here with this long position. And as well, I'm going to be talking right over here about this chart, which completely blew my away. This is going to be a very interesting video, guys, because it seems like we have just broken the wedge here to the upside. And if this is, again, going to be a one-to-one extension, as you guys can see right over here, if this is going to be playing out, the Bitcoin price can potentially go here to about $140,000. Now, as I told you guys here about 3 videos ago here, basically if you open my indicator, it's called the Team Underground Magic RSI bands. Check out the free link in the description, just the trading view link. You can open it yourself. It's just free stuff here that I give to you guys. I just put it here on the 7-hour time frame, and you guys know this is the magical level. We exactly bounced from that, and since then we have been rallying to the upside. We've broken this wedge, and what I think is probably going to be the case is that we're going to potentially rally here to about $140,000. So this is basically going to be the target right over here in the short term. Now, as you guys know, I had this big positions right over here on the right side. You can see it's a little bit out of the screen. In total here, this is about $765,000. Now, I've told you guys that my total target is going to be about $1 million. I want to close this on over $1 million, and we are coming closer and closer to that. So this Ethereum position right over here as well, beautifully, I swinged it over here from the bottom, closed it right over here, exactly. Let's zoom in a little bit. Right over here, exactly right over here at the top. It waited for it to come back down. Right over here, open the position before this major move to the upside. And now again, I'm up here about $600,000, as you can see right over here. Here is the proof. Now, these 2 positions last time, I closed those here about a $650,000 profit. So if the Bitcoin price is going to continue and move to my target, it's probably going to be over $1 million, and then it should be in totally like $2 million right over here in trades and profits. So yeah, that is quite insane. And the funny thing is that I'm just showing you guys here this for free. You don't have to pay me for anything. I just make these videos for fun. I am a trader. I've been doing this for a long time. But if you do want to support the channel, just make sure to press the like button and subscribe. That does actually help the videos, and it gets it more out there. So anyway, this is what I've been basically doing here, just holding these trades here and waiting it here for it to play out. So still, we're going to be looking at this one-to-one extension. We had something quite similar playing out last time that we broke right over here, this wedge here. We also had a little bit of follow through, so I think that is going to be repeating again. So things are looking very bullish here for the Bitcoin price here, absolutely in the long term. Now, as you guys know here, my target is still here about $200,000 here for Bitcoin, but that's not even the most important thing. The most important thing is going to be when is the bear market going to play out and where is going to be the target. So as you guys know, with any profits that I actually make, I'm looking to buy Bitcoin here during the next bear market, which is probably going to be around the end here of next year. Now, this indicator is going to be probably helping us quite a lot determining when that next bear market bottom is. So this indicator has been right every single time, predicting every single top, and the top is currently around $200,000. Now, the thing is, guys, is well, as you guys know, I'm not interested in selling my Bitcoin, even if it goes to 200K. Like, I might sell 1 or 2 Bitcoin, whatever. What I'm more interested in is just buying more during the bear market. Like this green area, that's what I'm the most interested in. And then, you know, if you have an all-time high, the views will probably do really well. That's absolutely great. But I don't really think that that's something you should focus on if you're like a long-term Bitcoin hodler and you actually believe in this concept of Bitcoin, you know, a decentralized future, whatever, decentralized money, states, you know, prints a crazy amount of money. It's not really a store of value, so Bitcoin just keeps going up and keep going up. If you believe this whole story that I've talked about many times, then the bear market is going to be the exact moment where you want to be paying attention. The bull markets can be great for trading a little bit, but the bear markets are very important. Now, what we can see here, we're a little bit in a neutral zone, so we're not extremely overbought, we're not extremely oversold. Whatever is really going on here, we're somewhere in the middle. So if you want to buy Bitcoin right now, yeah, you can potentially be in a profit, but you're probably going to be in a loss here during the bear market. So it's not really an interesting period. Like the interesting periods are either here at the bottom, right in this zone, or right over here at the top. Whenever you're trading in the middle, it's just kind of gets a little bit boring, and you just kind of have to wait until it gets back here in one of these zones. Now, very likely, as you guys know, it kind of ping-pongs around here. So it goes from top to bottom, top to bottom. So what's going to happen? We had the bottom, and the next is going to be the top. So anyway, that is what, you know, this trade is all about. I'm trying to swing here, right over here, this mover to the upside. That is the goal here of this trade. And as you guys know, if you actually do want to start trading as well, I have a link in the description right over here. On this exchange, I have a pretty big deal that they just gave me just out of the blue, but basically the more you actually trade, you get all these prices. So if you do 1 million in volume right over here on the futures contracts, you get about you get right over here $130 worth here of AirPods. If you do more, you get this Nintendo Switch, and then this iPhone, then this MacBook, and the Apple Vision Pro, and then the grand prize is Rolex. So the more you trade, you get each and every single item here that they're giving away here on this exchange. So the more volume that you're obviously doing, the bigger price you can get. So the more you trade, the bigger, the better. And if you are a big trader, you can actually sign up on Blofin. I have a link here right over here in the description if you want to check it out. You get still also the 15% deposit bonus that is going to end. The promotion is going to end very, very soon. It's going to end here right over here until September 1. So we've slightly extended it, but it's very easy. Just press your email, your password, non-KYC exchange. You can start trading. I will move back to Blofin as well trading. I did open a trade about a video ago, and I will be going back to that, but I'm also trading here on BTCC. That's where I still have this big position. I'm just trading on whatever exchange that is not normally no KYC, because I'm traveling so much and I don't want to be using VPN. So that's why I'm using either BTCC or I'm using Blofin. So anyway, with that, let's go very quickly move here back here to this chart. So as I told you guys here, whatever I'm going to be making, I'm going to buy in the bear market bottom. Now, why is it still important? Well, we've talked about many different charts. All of them are pointing to about 60K is going to be the bear market bottom next time. So it's going to be ping pong, ping pong. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I've already kind of discussed this. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin treasury companies because those are going to perform those are going to perform the best. They're going to outperform Bitcoin. And so what I think the major thing is that, so if the Bitcoin price starts rallying to the upside, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will kind of give you this as a big hint, is don't get too excited. Don't get too crazy, because that's when the mistake is going to happen. Don't FOMO in the price, thinking you're going to make a quick buck. I would just play the cycles and just wait a year. Like, if you don't feel like you have enough Bitcoin, generally speaking, you just wait a year from now, and this thing is going to be a lot lower. And people are going to buy here at 200K, they're going to buy in this red zone, but it is what it is. I'll just swing this to the upside. Any fiat I make, I'll just buy back. Now, if we do break this target, we go to 400K. Too bad if you don't have enough Bitcoin. But again, I haven't sold, so you can't hold me accountable anything anyway. So regardless of what's going to be happening, if we move it to the upside, I'm going to be rich. Great. If we go break this red level, we go to $1 million, I will still be extremely grateful. Still extremely rich, much more rich than I am today, of course, because I'm not planning to sell any of my Bitcoin. If we do actually come down here, I can buy more Bitcoin. So whatever you're looking at, I'm basically going to be winning. So I basically just kind of cornered the market. Is if it goes down, I buy more. If it goes up, I get rich. So basically, I'm going to be happy regardless of what's going to be happening to the Bitcoin price. That strategy is a lot better than following in at the top and thinking you're going to beat the markets and trying to trade this whole thing. I think you're just going to end up losing. So you guys know about here at 70K. So that's going to be the same thing. Looking to buy the next bear market bottom and just repeat and make these videos for free. So again, I make these videos completely for free. If you enjoy these videos, you don't have to buy anything. I make these videos, I show these trades. There are not many YouTubers that do that. So if you do want to support the channel, just press that like button and subscribe. It does actually help the channel quite out a lot. If you made it all the way here to the end of the video, you are an actual viewer, and I do actually appreciate you actually for watching the videos here for a very long time. So moving here to the last news article, which this is from 2018, which I posted here on my X account. If you want to actually follow me right over here, if you want to follow me, check it out. What we can see here is that this is from a Harvard economist, says that in Bitcoin in 10 years more likely to be $100 than $100,000. From a Harvard economist, this was posted again back in 2018. So basically, that's going to be 3 years from now. Well, where are we? We're really over $100,000. So anyway, these people, they go to university, blah, 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 blah. They go in a huge depth, and then they think they actually understand what Bitcoin is about. The thing is that a lot of people who go to these big universities, they have a lot of pride in themselves. So when they see something like Bitcoin doing extremely well and they're being left behind out of it, instead of like rationalizing it, they're going to be like, okay, well, it's not me that's wrong because I have the good education. It's Bitcoin that is wrong. It's the Bitcoiners that are stupid. And that's how people get left behind. Even people who have these big educations, they tend to be quite ignorant. And if they miss out the Bitcoin price, they kind of just say like, well, it's not my fault. It's the Bitcoin vault, or the Bitcoiners are all ridiculous idiots. But we can actually see who's right here. This thing is going to be a lot more worth than $100,000. It is going to go back to 60K. The haters will come out and they will say like, Bitcoin is that. But we are a team on the ground. We're front running everybody. We are big brain. We're right on the IQ curve bell, whatever you want to be calling it. We are much more ahead of any of these kind of dummy dum-dums which go in depth to whatever they're doing, getting their dummy dum-dum degrees. So we just wait and play it out. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm saying we, because I'm just going to tell it to my audience, but I will say I'm going to wait for this thing to go up and go back down, and that's when I'm going to act. And I'll just wait. I don't have to rush. I travel. I do fun things. I make these videos, and we'll just wait for it to come back, and we buy more, and then the next target is going to be 500,000. We're going to come back down. Then the next target is going to be 1 million. Going to come back down. Then it's going to be 2 million. Boom, there's going to be 5 million. And that's how this thing is going to repeat and eat up everything and any other asset in the world. And if you're relatively young, you're going to be there to make it. So with that, I want to end this video. Make sure again to like, subscribe. If you want to get this deal, check out the link in the description. The Blofin deal. I'm going to be trading on that very, very soon again. So yeah, whatever. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.